Went well from moment one.
Yes, from moment one it did.
There was some trepidation later as the game went on.
Yeah, there
But
was.
I'm going to take my hat off to Drew Summers. That was a hell of an outing. To get out of the Finnegan mess, strike out a couple more in a 1-2-3, 8th inning. He was mowing people down. And anytime the bullpen does anything well, I want to tip my cap to them because we've given them a hard time. And they were my chump of the weekend, and they were the reason why I was in sell mode. So, one outing doesn't exactly turn the tide of the season, but by one pitcher, although Kenley Jansen was pretty
he was great.
Pretty efficient in the ninth, so it all worked out.
It's funny, you said that was the reason you were in sell mode. It's actually, they're the reason I was in buy mode.
Right, you wanted to buy and make a run,
bullpen,
and I wanted to just give up on the season because of them. But, yeah, and, the offense showed up.
Well, how about the rookies? 8 hits from the rookies last night. I mean,
McGonigal could have had a couple more. He smoked that ball to left. He grounded into that double play where the only reason it was a double play was because the runners were on the move, and so someone was covering the base. Otherwise, it would have been a base hit up the middle. I mean, it was right up the middle, would have been ground ball into center field. But because the runners were on the move, I think it was the shortstop was covering, was standing on the bag, just picked it up. And,
he literally
threw
was.
to first.
Second baseman, I think.
Was it the second baseman? I thought it was the short. Either way. The point is, McGonigal could have had a couple more. Max Clark, you know what seems like forever ago? The circus that was spring training in the outfield.
Misplayed 2 balls in left field.
And
not his position.
And last night in center field, that catch.
He looked comfortable. Looked like he'd been playing in that park for 10 years.
Did you see they showed the replay or that they had him early in the game counting his steps to the wall? Like the attention to detail so that and that was a big moment in the game. Would have scored runs. He's backing up, running full speed directly at the center field wall, makes the catch, crashes into the wall, and gets the ball back in.
Right in front of the Tigers bullpen.
Right in front of the Tigers bullpen. That is this kid, I will say this.
Healthy.
Watching the slower progress, it wasn't slower progress than McGonigal, but it wasn't slow. And following box scores and now seeing what he's turned into and the fact that he was playing the way he played in Toledo, makes the jump to Detroit and is basically doing the same thing. The big leagues are not overwhelming him yet.
No, not at all. And I'm curious of what it's going to look like when he starts to get aggressive at the plate. Because right now he's still very patient at the plate. He's rarely swings at the first pitch. He's just kind of sitting up there and watching it. It's similar to watching Kevin McGonigal when he started the season. Remember how he was very patient. Now McGonigal's like swinging at every first pitch, which, whatever, dude, you can hit the ball. You're fine. But Max Clark is fun to watch. This is like, please stay healthy, because Parker Meadows was kind of like that too. Parker Meadows has that ability defensively. He's really fun to watch defensively as a center fielder, and when he's hitting, he's an extra base machine.
Mm-hmm.
But he just can't stay healthy. Max Clark, if he can stay healthy, will make us forget about Parker Meadows real quick. In fact, I'm sure some people have already forgotten about Parker Meadows, and I like how Max looks out there. But it's not just Max Clark. It's not just Kevin McGonigal. It's Howie Lee. Comes up with 3 hits last night. And the exit velocity on these guys, they're killing the ball. They're just ripping it. I really like Brett Callahan, left-hand side, and he just gets up there and swinging at it too, and he hits the ball hard. And the other thing these guys have, and you could see the difference, you saw it last night, speed on the base paths. Callahan's got that speed going first to third. I'm like, is he going to make? Yeah, he made it. All right. I'm going to score on this. Max Clark is, making pitchers think twice when he's on at first base. McGonigal has good speed. I like the makeup of this young group of guys that are out there playing baseball. And you got a right-handed pitcher on the mound, so you get the left-handed hitting lineup or heavy hitting lineup. Didn't even get to see Valencia last night. I don't know if we'll see Valencia tonight either. It's another right-hander, but I hope we do, because I love watching Valencia. But all these young guys, then you add Malgiri to the mix, and it's fun. I'm having fun.
And I want to be clear about something. Gator stated yesterday he was having fun, even after they got swept by the White Sox. This isn't a Tuesday morning, hey, won a game Monday night type of high. This was a consistent thing. You like this team, whether they're winning or losing, because of who's on the field. And it's funny because the roller coaster is driving Tom Milliken from the morning show, the producer there, a little bit crazy. He was talking about it in the office. And I said, is it really driving you crazy? He goes, yeah, it's like a dog chasing its tail. And there's truth in what he says. He's not having as much fun. But and maybe the topic's dead because they won last night, but we got to it late in the show yesterday. Whether they win or lose the rest of the way, this team is interesting. We've talked about there's good, bad, but there's bad but interesting. And they're not even bad, right? They're playing above 500 ball. They might not make the playoffs, but here's what they're not boring. They are an interesting team, and it's easy to watch them. And it's important that they have a great offseason. And I think Scott Harris has done a good job of populating the organization with quality young talent. Has he done a good job with populating the major league roster with veterans from outside the organization?
Not when it cocomes to pitchers.
Doesn't feel like it.
But Gleyber Torres is a really nice addition to this team. That would be the other side of it. I mean, otherwise, they've been kind of players that inconsequential, a James Outman type. It's interesting. While Vierling's on the IL, totally forget about Matt Vierling. And, Vierling was not having a good season anyway. But with these guys and other injuries they've had, it gives the younger players a chance. And that's all they needed was a chance. Hey, don't be blocked. Well, now they're not blocked. Let's see how far they can go. And there are more of them in the next year or two. A lot more of them. Is
this Tiger team fun, or are you more frustrated by their reality? Because the reality is it was supposed to be a playoff team. And, oh, by the way, they're back at a playoff spot as of this morning. One of 3 teams tied for the last wild card spot. Truth is, though, in the grand scheme of things, it's been a disappointing season. But Gator is having more fun than anything. And I understand why. And I'm not, at this point, everything, I say this a lot. When you sell at the trade deadline, these remaining games in 2026 to me are virtual spring training for 2027.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think they're going to make the playoffs. I think the thing that undermined them before the trade deadline is still there, and that's the bullpen, although Drew Summers, so awesome last night. Good for him, but and so was Kenley. 248-539-9797. It's Karsch and Anderson here on 97.1.